Hello, my name is Jessica Araujo, and I am a student at Cal State University East Bay. This is my leisure activity project for my Women in Leisure class in the spring quarter of 2008. The activity that I chose to try was mountain biking. I chose mountain biking because it's an activity that is predominantly done by males, and I've been privileged enough to see the results firsthand. My dad and my brother have been participating in mountain biking for a while now, and they always come back from their rides speaking about the thrills and hills. I'm always up for a new and exciting way to work out. I had to see and experience it for myself. So join me on a ride. Here we go. Mountain biking has been around since bikes were created. The history of women's participation is pretty much non-existent, which is exciting and sad at the same time. I think that part of the reason behind the lack of women's involvement is the Victorian image that plagued many women. Women were expected to be obedient, passive, and attractive at all times. And after riding out there, I don't think there's any way a person can look attractive while climbing up a monster hill. I wouldn't say that men have purposefully rejected the idea of women participating in mountain biking, but rather women have not shown too much interest in it. But times are changing. I was able to find a woman by the name of Andrea Tolsfrud, and she is involved with a group called WOOM, Women on Mountain Bikes, and she is debunking the myth of mountain biking being a man's sport. There are a few groups out there of men and women training and preparing women for hitting the trails, but it seems like it's slow going. But once women see the physical and mental results of getting out on a trail and navigating their way through the outback trails, there will be a new wave of riders. Watch out, men, because here we come. In doing some research online, it seems like the availability of women's gear is in short supply. There are bikes and helmets, but it's not nearly as accessible as it is for men. There are classes that train women on riding trails, changing gears, and developing positive riding habits, but to me, it seems like we could just get out there like the men do. I'm an explorer, and I think that if I had some water and a spare tube, I would be fine with just finding a trail and riding for a while. Who doesn't like the open air and wind in your face feeling on a warm day with a cool breeze? Sometimes I think you learn more when you learn from experience. And what better way than hitting the trails? There are many reasons why I had never participated in mountain biking, but the main reason is because it had been years since I had ridden a bike. I didn't really have the confidence to get out on the trails and try to keep up with the guys and climb hills. Mountain biking requires a lot of endurance. When I chose this leisure activity, I knew that I wasn't very fit, but I thought I could do it. I was sadly mistaken. Although I was able to ride up some good-sized hills and last a while in the sun, my heart rate got a little too high and I had to take a break and catch my breath. But this small problem is not going to keep me out of the dirt. I think more than anything, it has encouraged me to get on my bike more and build my endurance before I try and outdo the boys, or keep up with them at least. I don't personally know of any women that currently participate or have ever participated in mountain biking, and I was curious about the number of women the guys have seen on their adventures. And when I asked, they said they've never seen a woman yet. My theory is just that women, they're not there yet. It'll happen. It's just a matter of time. Women are getting involved in race car driving, motocross, football, and many other male-dominated leisure activities, and loving it. This activity challenged both my mind and my body. It's a hard thing to see a big hill and commit to riding up it. No walking bikes or turning around. I would say that the physical part was the most challenging part of the activity for me because it had been so long since I had ridden a bike, and I really haven't been consistent with my physical activity. Shame on me. During my ride, I got very dizzy, tired, and lightheaded after a couple of big climbs, and unfortunately had to cut my ride short. But one thing that I just have to remind myself is that it was only my first time out, and I think I was able to accomplish a lot. This experience was one that has opened my eyes to a whole new world. It has sparked a flame within me to commit to riding a little more every week and continue to try to get out there. I will overcome the dizziness and the lightheadedness and draw from it a joy of riding. I'm going to be a trendsetter and pave the way for other women in the riding world.